After the recent uproar among the youth of Yendi regarding the construction of the Tamale-Yendi-Tatale corridor, the Ghana Highways Authority has stepped in to address their concerns. The concerned citizens of Yendi had previously confronted the contractors, alleging subpar work and vowing to halt their progress. In response, the Ghana Highways Authority swiftly engaged with stakeholders in Yendi and Zabzugo to address these concerns. Citi News' Northern Regional Correspondent Mohammed Aminu Alabira filed this report, which is read to you by Caleb Kuda.
Last week, the concerned citizens of Yendi staged a protest at the construction site of the Tamale-Yendi-Tatale road, expressing dissatisfaction with the quality of the construction work. Their concerns include the need for extending existing culverts and using asphalt instead of bitumen. The youth even threatened to obstruct the Chinese contractors from continuing their work. The Ghana Highways Authority took proactive steps to clarify the situation to stakeholders along the corridor. They provided detailed information about the contract known as the Transport Sector Improvement Project, which falls under the name Output and Performance-Based Road Contract. This World Bank-funded project is valued at $60.98 million, divided into two lots. Tamale-Yendi, 106.02 kilometers as Lot 2, and Yendi to Tatale, 69.98 kilometers as Lot 1, totaling approximately 671 kilometers spanning 5 administrative districts. The project, which commenced in 2021, is set to conclude in 2028. It's worth noting that the contract is a pilot project marking a new approach in the country, as stated by Mr. Eric Odosu, Director of Planning at the Ghana Highways Authority during a media briefing.
There are two portions of the road, Tamale to Yendi and Yendi Zabzugu. So for them, when you drive on Yendi Zabzugu, you see new construction, a lot. But you drive on the Yendi-Tatale, a lot of extension. All because Yendi-Tatale was an existing road. Yendi-Tamale was an existing road which has an existing culvert. So invariably there are more extensions than new culverts which will be constructed. Whereas Yendi-Tatale was a complete gravel road that we are reconstructing. So a lot of new culvert structures are being built. Right. So we understand them. So we try to explain to them. But that doesn't mean that if there are new river crossing and flood levels, we will not construct new culverts for them.
Despite these engagements, the youth reiterated their determination to prevent the contractors from proceeding into Yendi. Similar grievances were raised in Zabzugu, where the local authorities voiced their concerns. The Member of Parliament for Zabzugu, John Jabba, questioned why the project funded by the World Bank did not involve asphalt.
The contractors can testify. You see the kind of vehicles, heavy-duty road cars that are using the road now, especially with the crisis around Boku. Most of the trucks from Burkina Faso have not diverted through Tatale, Zabzugu into Yendi and then Tamale and beyond. Why is our road not asphalted? It's not GOG, then you say there's no money.
The District Chief Executive for Zabzugu and Tatale, Alhaji Adakwa and James Yamum, respectively, expressed serious complaints.
The ministry is not responsive to our needs. For instance, if you write them a letter, nobody responds. I have 2 letters here. And I'm asking, how come you write a letter detailing what is important to you, and yet nobody replies? And I think the same attitude is with the contractors. I understand we are supposed to be having meetings. No meeting has been called.
We have a decennial approaches every 10 years. When the background ram is spilled, when you are just from Sabari and you are negotiating the curve, that particular spot normally becomes inundated. We're thinking that by drawing that place should have been raised so that at any point in time that place is inundated. I don't think the road will be submerged.